And I like how you said proper recovery.
Yeah.
'Cause that can be translated
Oh my God. Yes. Yes.
Because to me, it's like for anyone out there, it's like we all have taken a loss. There's no one out there who can win 100% of the time, but it's like how you react to it. And if you don't kind of have the proper way to manage that loss or whatever, you can be emotional, you can quit. You know, people like literally quit trading because they can't handle a lot of the bad stuff that kind of comes with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember a part of my journey where I actually started kind of veering off and kind of going like the crypto route.
Oh,
and luckily
okay.
I randomly got, crazy story, but I got.
Well, let me hear a quick little version.
But basically I got literally when I was thinking about quitting, I got a DM on Instagram, no trade Instagram. I was just, you know, Luke, whatever, didn't do anything. Random DM when I was thinking about quitting of a free Telegram, being like, hey, I opened a free Telegram of like 15 people who all share their insights about trading. If I see you follow like profiles that I follow, like if you want to join, here you go. There's like 15 people in there, and in there is where I found like kind of my first mentor. It was crazy. So I got kind of veered away and stirred back. Or I don't know. It's a blessing, but yeah, no, it's kind of, I don't know.
Oh, wait, cool. Okay, go figure. Little Telegram channel.
Yeah, I love that. But, you know, then obviously, the way I got into social media was live streaming, honestly.
Oh, same as me. That's how mine blew up is I think I, like, cracked the algorithm when it came to YouTube. I was live streaming my trading, and I had a pivotal moment where I wanted to do Twitch. And I was like, everyone's on Twitch, all these crazy gamers. And I'm like, I'm seeing the vision. I'm like, and I thought that I was maybe paving the way. I thought I was a visionary, but it turns out everybody live streams. I didn't know that at the time, and I wasn't that big into the trading community on social media, but I thought, I'm about to do something nobody's ever done. I'm going to live trade on Twitch. And then it turns out I took the YouTube route instead because Twitch in my mind, I was like, you know what? I'm not that consistent. I feel like if you have a Twitch, you've got to live stream at the same time every single day. I'm inconsistent when it comes to that. I'm flaky. So my live streams are random.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, you know what? I'm not that consistent, so I'm not going to do Twitch. I took the YouTube route instead. And YouTube was like in direct competition at the time with Twitch, and they just pushed my streams, and it was pretty awesome.
That is sick. And that's how you kind of...
That's how at least YouTube goes.
That's awesome. So let's kind of get into that, because when it comes to live streaming, it has to do with what you're breaking down trades before they even happen and stuff, which I don't know. As someone who also live streams, it comes with a lot of pressure because you basically come with like, all right, this is my analysis, and it doesn't play out. They look at you as like, oh, she's fake, she's a bad trader, all this type of stuff. But that's the reality of trade, is it comes with losses and stuff. So do you think that kind of helped you develop kind of better, I don't know the word, but like confidence, I guess, was like being able to trade in front of people and then stick to your analysis, stick to your bias? Because me personally, like there's times where just this last week I called a live trade where I was going to get in buys, and people in the chat, oh, it's going to sell, it's going to sell. Ended up buying, and we hit everyone made money, and then I was like, oh, where are they at now? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just curious if you think it kind of helped your confidence with your trading.
At the beginning, I think I was fortunate enough to be so new to streaming. I didn't have many viewers, dude. I had like 15, 20 people watching me break down a trade, and most of them were supportive. So I think I lucked out. And like my first 6 months to almost a year of streaming there were barely any people on there. So I was just rambling. Like I'd see a few like haters or a few comments, and I wouldn't worry too much about it. Nowadays, that is absolutely not the case. And I think luckily I have so much confidence in my trading nowadays that, and I don't stream much anymore, dude. I'm a swing trader now. So when I started, I was day trading. Okay. So I don't even, to be honest, it doesn't even faze me anymore. But what I do think made an impact wasn't necessarily the streaming when I started, but social media as a whole. Posting my trades, talking about my trading, talking about my strategy, and having everyone kind of like follow along this journey and keep tabs on everything. It was a lot of pressure. And so much so that luckily I didn't crack under the pressure. I think it did truly make me a better trader.
Wow.